postseason venues in the league. Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, sold out once again. The third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Right back to Brown. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. An inside give, Brown. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. Nifty move. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 10 more there and another first down. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. This is Brown going up the middle. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Throwing is Williams. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Micah Parsons gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also fourth down now. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. First carry for the all-pro running back, it's Josh Jacobs. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now Willis. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 64 yards. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Willis out of the gun. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, here's Willis. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Bengals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
They keep it on the ground. Allen again. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To the air, Williams. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll run on third down with Brown. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
They'll go play action here with Williams. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Mecole Hardman from 10 yards out. And the Bengals will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Willis. Right back to Pitts again. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18, Pioneer. Ready.
Here's Willis. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Ready. 79 Bronco. Dragon 60. Ready.
Willis looking to throw it. And this one is incomplete.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Go! Panther 11, Panther 11. Right there, right. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Trap 60, trap 60. Go!
Back to throw, Willis. Being chased out left. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Kyle Pitts from 21 yards away. And the Steelers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Motion man is Schwartz. From the gun, here's Williams. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Mecole Hardman as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now Willis to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm.
but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Last play of the half. Here's Willis. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And incomplete on the deep ball. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And Thomas has it. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
18 rep, Buffalo 18. 18, Pioneer. Ready.
Now Willis. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Willis to throw. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard
Let's go.
line.
Hey, check that.
Willis on the option to the right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
19 tight, go.
From the gun, here's Willis. Flush to his right. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Willis. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Kyle Pitts with his second touchdown of the night. And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 102 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. The left side caught by Diggs. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Got it. Ready? Here we go. Set. Street.
Running right, here's Brown. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their number one goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
2nd and 11 now.
Let's go now. 60 bison. 60 bison. 40, 70. Left wing 19. Cut 19. Cut.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Touchdown Bengals. Mecole Hardman saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the A give, it's Jacobs off the option. Tackled on the play by Kyer Elam.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
18 Rattler. Take go.
Willis looks to pass it here. Thomas brings it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he'll take this down to the 33.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
At the 33-yard line.
Second down, Jacobs once more. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Here's Willis. Buying time to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 118 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. To throw, Williams. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing is Williams. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here's Jones. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. This is 1st and 10. Now Willis. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Back to throw, Willis. That's caught by Pitts. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here comes 2nd down. Here's Willis. And this one's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Joshua Hines-Allen in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
Check, Panther. Rocco leading. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. Here we go. This is 4th down.
Trap 60. Come on, set. 7 Pirates, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Warriors, 70.
Willis got to have this one. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Brown. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Allen. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Third down, here's Brown. And he will have a Bengals first down, and it's celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move.